Here's how to show up in ChatGPT when your ideal prospects are already searching for an advisor. Because someone right now in your market's picking up their phone, going onto ChatGPT and searching. So they're typing in things like best financial advisors for tech executives in Austin or retirement planning for physicians near me. And ChatGPT is giving them a list of 3 to 5 advisors. And if your name's not on that list, they're reaching out to your competitors instead. Recently, one of our clients tested this. He opened ChatGPT and typed top 5 wealth advisors for doctors in Atlanta. He showed up number 1. So he texted us saying, "The money I'm spending with you is paying off." And we love getting that type of feedback. But it didn't happen by luck. It happened because we built his online presence the right way. We optimized everything so that ChatGPT would recommend him over everybody else. And that takes some strategy. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how that works, why your current SEO isn't enough, and what you need to do to show up in AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, and more that they're going to recommend your firm over anyone else. So let's dive in and learn more. So if we haven't met yet, my name's Elizabeth Ryder with Indigo Marketing Agency, and for the last year and a half or so, we've been tackling how to help advisors show up in those AI LLMs. And because AI is changing everything about how people find advisors. We've helped advisors rank number 1 in ChatGPT for their niche. We've watched firms go from completely invisible to being able to be the top pick for million-dollar prospects. So here's exactly what we learned. The advisors who figure this out now, they're going to have an unfair advantage over other advisors for years to come. The ones who ignore it will still wonder why all their best leads are going to someone else. So what's really changed, okay? So people aren't Googling like they used to, okay? About 60% of searches now start with AI tools instead of Google. They're not typing financial advisors near me into Google anymore and scrolling through a bunch of websites. They're treating ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude like their own business advisor, asking specific questions and valuing the responses AI gives them. Questions like, who's the best financial advisor for tech executives in Austin? I need a fee-only advisor for high net worth families near me. Best retirement planning specialist for physicians. ChatGPT doesn't just give them a bunch of links, okay? What they're going to do is they're going to show them 3 to 5 names with reasons why each one would be a good fit for them. So how does ChatGPT decide who they should recommend or not, okay? They're going to look at 4 primary things. First, do you actually know what you're talking about? You might know, but your website probably doesn't reflect it. So ChatGPT looks for proof that you're an expert. That means publishing helpful content regularly, answering those real questions your clients come to you asking, not just generic blog posts like the 5 retirement tips. Second, can it trust you? Okay, just like a prospect would evaluate you, it's going to look for reviews, case studies, mentions from other websites. Basically, does anyone else vouch for you so that they can recommend you? And third, are you still active? If your last blog post was 2 years ago, ChatGPT thinks you might be out of business. So what you need to do is it wants current and active websites to recommend, okay? And then the 4th thing is, who do you actually help? So when they're asking the questions, if your website says we help families build wealth, ChatGPT has no idea who to recommend you to. That could be anyone. So they're going to choose somebody who's more specific over you. But if your website says we help physicians with 3 million or more plan their retirement, now ChatGPT knows exactly when you're going to be the right fit. Really, the advisors who've been too busy to update their website or just publishing the templated generic content to kind of tick that box, they're going to be invisible. The ones with the intentional content, the optimized around what these AI tools are actually picking up on, they're going to be getting the calls. So you might be thinking to yourself, wait, slow down. I've already paid for SEO. Doesn't that handle this? So SEO is about ranking in Google, showing up really in those first 10 slots when you search something. You optimize for keywords, you get backlinks, but Google isn't personally recommending your business all the time. Even Google has started showing AI summaries at the top. So you're just really showing up when people search specific keywords. So this is still really highly valuable. But imagine combining this with having AI tools actually start recommending you and getting logical reasons why they should choose you over another advisor. And okay, so you're gonna love this. You essentially get a free AI sales team. They're going to be pre-selling people for you on why you're the best. When someone asks ChatGPT, Claude, all of these for a recommendation, it's not showing these search results. It's making a decision about who to recommend based on what it reads on your website. Here's the real difference. All right. So if your website says we help families plan for retirement, ChatGPT sees this and thinks, okay, so does everybody else. So how are you going to stand out? So why should I recommend you over somebody that's already being very specific? But if your website said something like, we are fee-only fiduciaries who help physicians in Atlanta retire without taking a major tax hit, if you have 3 million or more and you're 5 to 10 years out from retirement, we show you how to keep more of what you've earned. Now ChatGPT has something to work with, okay? It can say this advisor won't rip you off on fees. They specialize in doctors, they focus on tax savings for retirement. Can you see the difference here of why you might be selected over someone else? One of our clients got found because someone asked ChatGPT, specifically, who's a financial advisor in my area that won't rip me off? ChatGPT recommended him in the competitive area of Dallas, Texas. Why? His website clearly states he's fee only, he's a fiduciary, he explained exactly how he gets paid. ChatGPT could literally answer he won't rip me off question by pointing to his website. So that's what I mean. It's not just about who you serve, it's how you help them and why you're different. Why should you be in those top 3 that are recommended? And so they're going to recommend you over everybody else. Let me show you another real example, okay? So we work with a firm called Attend Wealth. They work with doctors just outside of Atlanta, and we build their content strategy specifically for this. We've published content answering the exact questions their ideal clients come to them asking. We made their website crystal clear about who they help and how. We've added case studies, reviews, all the credibility stuff that ChatGPT is looking for. Then we tested it. Attend Wealth came up number 1, not just on the list, number 1, with a whole explanation of why they're the best choice. So really think about what that means, okay? When a doctor in Atlanta opens up ChatGPT looking for an advisor, they see Attend Wealth at the top. They're going to read an explanation, click through the website, and by the time they book a call, they already think this firm is the expert. The call isn't to convince me to hire you. It's when can we start? And that's the real power of showing up in ChatGPT. So how do we make this happen for your firm? There's really just 3 things that matter if you want to start showing up in tools like ChatGPT. First, let's get specific about who you help. Not families, not retirees. Be clear. Physicians in Atlanta with 3 million or more, 5 to 10 years from retirement. Your entire website should reflect that. Second, create content that answers real questions, not generic content that every other advisor has access to, actual questions your clients are asking with thoughtful answers based on what your firm does best. And structure it so the answer can be easily found. Consistency matters here too. Regular content signals that you're active. Third, build trust and make your entire site really easy to read. That means reviews, case studies, being mentioned in credible places. It also needs a clean, fast, easy to read website with pages that match what people are actually searching for. And when those things are all set in place for you, you're building something that ChatGPT can actually recognize and recommend. So what does this mean for you? Picture this. A prospect opens ChatGPT, they ask for the best advisor for their specific situation. Your name pops up at the top with a clear reason why you are the right choice. They click your website, they read your content, and they see your case studies and reviews. They watch your video. And by the time they click that book a call with your calendar, they've already decided that you're the expert. So this call isn't just about fit, it's about next steps. So that's completely different from cold calls and paid ads. These people are warm, qualified, and ready. Here's the best part. You're not paying per click. Once you build this, it works 24/7 without ad spend. One of our clients got a $5 million client from their website. Another got a $3.5 million prospect through a contact form. And another closed a $1 million lead through Google. This is what happens when you build the right system. If you want to show up in ChatGPT when your ideal prospects are actually searching and you want a marketing system that brings 1 million plus AUM clients consistently, this is what we build for financial advisors every day. To find out more, book a free strategy call with us using the link below in this video. On the call, we're going to do 3 things, okay? First, we're going to find where your marketing is losing you opportunities right now. Your website, your positioning, your content. We're going to show you the exact gaps that are happening today. Second, we're going to show you why you're blending in with every other advisor and how we help you fix it. Third, we help you map out a custom plan to grow your firm predictably, whether that's ChatGPT visibility, a full inbound marketing system, or both. Click below to book your call and get your custom roadmap today. We look forward to speaking with you soon.